I primed my face with this best moisturizer ever. This is the Embryolisse. I don't even know how to say this because it's French. Late Creme Concentrate. I don't know. It's the Embryolisse one. It's this. If you want, I will link it below. But this is the best face primer moisturizer. I load this on my face before I go in with any type of foundation. So I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to try this Nars. Everybody has recommended this in my makeup professional group. So you know me, I love my Saint Cream makeup. I know it doesn't crease, it doesn't cake, it doesn't do any of that stuff, but I wanted to give this a try. So this is the Light Reflecting Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And this is in Patagonia M1.2. Thoughts on this is that it is a really nice feeling finish. It's definitely a dewy. Yes, it is, I would say medium to full coverage. It blends out beautifully, especially with a brush. You could do it with a sponge, like a damp sponge. It would probably blend out even better. I just used a buffing brush and I like it so far. We'll see how it lasts throughout the day, but you could build it up even more if you wanted like even more of a full coverage look. But let's go ahead and do our concealer right now and we'll see how makeup blends into this formula. Moving on to concealer, we're gonna try the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer. This one is in, it doesn't say the shade, but it is definitely a light. So we're gonna go ahead and just apply this to our under eyes. And in any of these areas here that I just want to really brighten up. Down the center of the face. Before we blend the concealer in, we're gonna go in with our contour and put it on just so that the concealer can kind of soak into the skin. Then we'll blend it all out. I am gonna use the Fenty. This is the matte skin stick in Suede 02. And what I'm gonna do is just put this on the back of my hand here just to kind of warm it up. And that helps to really get that melty butter kind of consistency. I'm just gonna take it right from the back of my hand here and I'm going to just sculpt any of these areas that I want to create a shadow. So going under my cheekbones here to really give that definition. And I'm going to do the top of my forehead as well and my nose. Blending time. So starting with the concealer, we're just going to dab that into the skin. So really stipple it in rather than swipe because I don't want to swipe it around. I don't want to mix the colors on my face and get a big muddy effect. I don't want to do that. So I'm just tapping it in, pushing it into the skin. And this is going to really help with getting that nice airbrushed kind of finish. So just tapping that in, really just taking your time to get the nicest finish possible. Moving on to the contour, we're just going to do the same thing in upward motion strokes. So now that we've got our concealer on, what I'm gonna do is just lightly dab underneath my eyes just to make sure that there's no product in those fine lines because I don't want it to cake. And then we're gonna set it with this Huda Beauty. This is the Sugar Cookie. This is a translucent powder. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the lid here, take my little sponge, and we're just gonna set our under eyes. And this is what makes the biggest difference. If you want that super smooth skin, that really blurred effect, this is how you are gonna get it. You're gonna do a nice layer of translucent powder, just tapping it on, and you're gonna just leave that for a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit under my nose here as well. And then a little bit in the center of my T-zone. So you'll notice that I didn't put any of that powder on my cheekbones here because I'm going to be putting on a blush and a bronzer and a highlighter, and you can't really put cream on top of the powder. I mean, you can, but it's just not going to give you that nice finish that you're looking for. It's going to kind of pile on, which is what we're really trying to avoid. So I'm going to go in and use this Natasha Denona. This is a cream blush and highlighter duo. Really beautiful, and I'm just gonna take it with my finger here, warm it up a little bit, and you can see how beautiful that is. So that is like a really nice kind of rose pink with a golden tone to it, and we're just gonna tap that on with our finger. really on the apples of our cheek here and up. Same to the other side. And then you can take your brush that you use for your foundation and just stipple it in again, and this is gonna give that really nice, beautiful blend. Can we just take a moment and see like how lifted that looks versus if you were to just put it right here, it's gonna draw your eye to that area. So because we put it up our cheekbone and up towards the temple, that's what gives you that really nice lifted look. And I just think that this is such a gorgeous, creamy formula, and it just blends beautifully into the skin. Guys, I just put on the bronzer and I forgot to save the piece of video. So we're gonna just double bronze, which is okay by me because I'm a bronze whore. I admit it. My name is Lindsay and I love my bronze. So going in again, this is my iconic London, one of my all-time favorite, if not my very favorite powder bronzer of all time. So this one is in the tone medium bronze. Taking a fluffy brush, pop that baby open, tap off any excess, and you're just gonna do basically a C on both sides. So along the forehead here, lightly dusting, and on your cheekbones and up until it's beautifully blended. Whatever's left on your brush, go ahead and put on your nose, down your neck. Wherever the sun would naturally hit, that's where you want your bronzer. So my complexion is done. I usually do this after I do my eyes, but today I wanted to just jump into it and do my skin first because it's just my favorite part. I got a little impatient. We're gonna do things backwards this time. Now, just to finish off the complexion, I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Party All Night. It's a beautiful size. You can get them in a single one or you can get the double pack right now. Let's just mist this on. It smells so good. It's just such a nice, soft, beautiful, fresh scent. I can't remember what it is and it doesn't say it on it. I wanna say it's like white tea or something, but whatever it is, it's beautiful. Reminds me of like luxury. We're not done our complexion. There's one last very important step that we forgot. Well, we didn't forget, we just didn't get to it yet. And that is the other part of the Natasha Denona blush and highlighter duo. These are tongue twisters. And this is the powder part. Look at how beautiful this is. Like, look at how gorgeous. So we're gonna just take, what finger is clean? Let's take this one. We're just gonna take a little bit and gently dab that up our cheekbone. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Like when it sends me into a singing frenzy, you know it's good. Like that is a legit. I have one rule. When I go shopping, if I gasp at something when I see it, that's a sign that like I love it. If I don't gasp and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I put it back. Doubt means don't. But when I gasp or I start singing in that high pitched tone, you know I love it. Moving on to brows. We're just gonna brush these up, fluff them up as much as we can. We've got them brushed up. We're gonna go in, this one actually, this pencil is by SheGlam. It has one end that is like a felt that is super fine and then one end that is a pencil. And I love this. This is like, can't even remember how much. I'll link it down below and I'll show the price here when I look it up. But it is fantastic. Like it is a really good eyebrow pencil. Like for this price and for any price really. It's that good. So I'm just going to line these puppies here very lightly. Do the same to the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Our eyebrows are done. They are sisters, they are not twins. So I'm calling it quits. This is as good as we're getting today and that's fine. We're gonna set them in place with this Patrick Ta. This is For Brows Major Brow Lamination Gel. And this is my first time using it. So we're gonna get an honest opinion. Oh, look at this brush. That is a nice applicator. That's really cute. And let's just brush that on. Okay, I'm loving this so far, but we have to see how it actually stays. Like, does it actually hold the brows in place? Does it keep them up? We will find out. But so far, I love this applicator. It's really quite serum-y. Like, it's not too thick like a lot of other ones, and it's clear, so it doesn't have any color. So this would work no matter what color your brows are, whether they're super blonde to the blackest black. This because it's clear will work for you. We're using concealer on our eyelids just to prep them and get ready for our eyeshadow look, which today we're doing a blue look. I know, not the everyday thing that you see me do, but it was inspired by the new release by P.Louise and Mikayla, and I can't get over how beautiful it looked. So I'm going to do my own little rendition of it. Obviously I don't have that palette. I think I need some blues because I went through all my palettes, which I have a lot of palettes. I don't have any blues that even come close to the ones in that launch that she did. I'm gonna put a picture up here so you guys can see. It looks gorgeous. So we're gonna just do our own version of it, but inspired by the beautiful Mikayla and P.Louise. Set that concealer with a powder. Again, I'm using the Huda Beauty Translucent powder, this one in Sugar Cookie. Like I said, I don't have a ton of blues in my eyeshadow collection, so we're scrounging. We're gonna use a few palettes here. First one, this one is by Rude Cosmetics. I think it's an indie brand because honestly, I'm not even sure where I got this one from, but it's really good. Like, I'm very impressed with the pigments in this. So this one here, clearly the only blue we're gonna go in with first, and we're gonna just put that on our crease using a tapered blending brush. Now that we've got our blue crease transition shade on, we're gonna take the same brush and we're going a shade darker here. This one is from the Morphe palette. This is the 35B Color Burst Artistry palette, and we're gonna use this one here. This one is called Sky. That one there. And we're just gonna pick up some of that on our brush, tap off that excess, and we're gonna do the same thing, just a little bit lower in our crease. This is looking so beautiful. I am in love with it. Now I'm gonna take a smaller brush here. Now you can see this one is very fluffy, but it's more bullet. So it kind of tapers at the end here, but still very soft. So the type of brush you use is very important. Now with this one, I'm gonna take the same Morphe palette and I'm gonna dip into this really dark blue shade. This one is called Denim. Tap off the excess, and we're gonna go right in our outer corner here, just tapping that on the outer V, just to deepen that up and create a bit more depth. And we wanna really blend it. So I'm holding it at the bottom of the brush and just lightly packing that on there. And once most of that pigment is off of the brush, you can start blending it in the crease a little bit more. Pro tip, if you want to get a really seamless, beautiful, soft edge blend, take a clean blending brush and just really soften those edges just by going back and forth in a windshield wiper motion until you get that really beautiful, soft blend. The blue, I'm loving the boldness, but I feel like I still am missing something, and I think that something is shimmer. So let's go in with this 35C Everyday Chic. This is another Morphe palette. We're going to use this top one here, and this is called Cheers to You. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm actually just gonna take my finger right there, and I'm just going to apply this to the middle of my lid and inner corner. And look at how much that just like really brightens it up. I feel like that pulls it all together. That is definitely the missing piece. Now to really get that smoked out effect, we're gonna take the colors in the same order that we put them on the lid, and we're gonna put them just on our lash line on the lower part, really softly. For liner, we're gonna go in with the MAC Fluid Line in Black Track, just using a very fine brush, and we're just going to do our top line and do a little wing as well. Give our lashes a little curl. And then mascara. So today I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara in black. Done. I'm really excited. So let's finish up with our lips and call it a day. So on my lips, I'm going to use 3 different products. Make that 4 actually. Let's line our lips first. So we're gonna use a nude pencil. Let me just find it. Hang on. Okay, I found it. Call off the search party. I got it. So this is the matte lip liner in Stripdown. It's just the perfect all-around nude pencil for basically any lip color that you're gonna put on. So I'm just going to line my lips, slightly overlining just the Cupid's bow. I just looked at the name of this gloss I'm gonna put on. This is the Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color by Rimmel London, and it's called Strapless. So I kind of feel like a theme going on here. We have Strip Down, Strapless. It's a sign, right? It's meant to be. It's gonna work perfectly together. I love this one because it stays on for quite a while. It's kind of like a light, dusty rose pink. Just a really nice pinky nude. Next, I want to go into the center and just give it a little bit of an ombre look. So I'm going to use this Kimchi. If you're Canadian, you can get it at London Drugs, and it is phenomenal. US, I know you can get it too. This is just so pretty and such a nice formula too. So putting it just in the center. Got that in the center. I kind of just blended it together a little bit with my finger. Now I want to go in with this one here. This is the Patrick Ta. Look at how freaking beautiful this is. And it just gives the most delicious, beautiful glow. I use this on my brides. I have one for myself, and now I also have a spare. So pretty. It's so, so pretty. I just can't even. Oh my gosh, you guys. So that is it. That is the whole complete look inspired by Mikayla and the P.Louise new launch that they just did. But using, of course, what I had, because I have yet to get that palette, but I think it's coming. I feel like it's coming. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that like button, all the things, no matter what social media platform you're watching this on. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next videos. Hold up. I can't do this look and finish it without, of course, lashes. I forgot lashes. I can't do a Mikayla look and do this inspired makeup look and not put on lashes. I don't know what I was thinking. I grabbed some lashes. These ones here are from Divine, and they are in the Electra style. We're gonna go ahead and glue these on, and I'll be right back. That definitely adds the right amount of drama to match the whole blue bold makeup look. So yes, let me know what you think of this makeup look. Would you ever try this? Are you a fan? Let me know.